Hey everyone, I just got done reading Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. This is it right here. Oh my god, what a beautiful cover. And you want to know something funny? I saw the second and third book over at Barnes & Noble around 2 weeks ago, I guess. And I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it because there were other books I wanted to read, even though I already read this one. I'm halfway. Well, it's kind of hard to describe, but let's just say I had little attention span on my Kindle app on my phone. This one, for the description of it, it's about a black girl who was abandoned by her mother, had to go live with her grandparents, and her grandparents started forcing her to whiten her skin. So yeah, I find this really interesting. So I might read this next, or I'll just go with the Kyoshi book. There's also Can't Spell Treason Without T by Rebecca Thorne. Honestly, I gave this read, I read the sample of it. It's actually pretty good. And also, if you're ever in the mood for Ben & Jerry's or whatever ice cream, strawberry cheesecake isn't too bad, but honestly, I would give it a 4.5 out of 5. I don't know why, but for some reason it just didn't taste as sweet. It was good, but not as sweet as raspberry chocolate chip as from when I got from Swirlies on my day off on Thursday. Also, here are the other books. Reaper of Souls, Will Never Tell, Stone Blind. Yeah, you got all that. So, yeah, I'm not even gonna get... Don't even get me started of how many other books I haven't read yet. I can't keep track, and I really need to stop myself from buying books. Now, believe it or not, sometimes I do stop myself from buying books from Barnes & Noble whenever I enter. But most of the other times it's just complicated. Yeah, complicated. Let's go with that. So on to Legendborn. As Danielle Clayton said, it is a searing modern tale of grief, power, and self-discovery. Now, for my thoughts for the main character, I didn't really like her because she was always asking too many questions, always just storming off without thinking it through. And next thing she knew, she was basically thrust into this world of entitled white people. Now, unfortunately, at the end of the book, she has to accept that she's part of their world as much as they are part of hers. So the rating I would give this book is 4.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah. It started at a slow pace and I could barely pay attention to it, but it really got me hooked towards the ending. Look at this right there. So here we go into spoiler territory. If you're not into spoilers, I recommend you click off this video. The spoiler territory is that Bree Matthews' ancestor Vera was taken advantage of by her slave master, who was part of Arthur's King Arthur Legendborn, or yeah, that guy. Yeah, King Arthur Pendragon. Dragon Rampant is a sigil, color gold. King's Wisdom and Strength. Now, honestly, I can't wait until the other two books. I forgot what they're called. I just know that they're the second and third of the series. Plus, I might as well look it up. I think the third one is called Oathbound or Born. Oathborn, I think. I didn't really get a good look at the titles because I didn't want to be tempted to buy the book. My favorite part of the story was when that Bree accepts her mother's death. Second favorite is when she tells Alice the truth finally. And I think this is like my last favorite. My third favorite is when Bree tells Tor straight up that what happened that night in the cave was no accident. The reason why Bree has the spirit of Arthur within her is because of the slave master. Now, Bree may not have wanted this, but unfortunately, she is going to have to try and overcome it. Not sure how to explain it, but yeah. This is a very long video, and I didn't even write a script for it. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. I really like this book, and I am going to borrow the other two books from the library when I get the chance. Probably not until I'm finished with all other of the books. Who knows when that will be. Okay, so yeah, bye.